What is going on, guys? Welcome to the Wednesday live stream. Dimitri, Treasure Curls, how you doing, buddy?
Doing very well. Devin, how are you doing?
Wonderful, thank you. Figured we'd sneak in some behind the scenes in today's thing as we're doing random QAs, whatnot. But yeah, I think it's pretty stoked. I don't even think I've fully seen your farm, to be honest. So
I don't think you have. Let me put on like a little fancy orange glass.
I like fancy.
And we will actually, you know what? I'm gonna flip so that you can actually experience a nicer camera in
Sounds
1
good.
second.
We want to experience the good stuff.
That is the one. All right. So we've got this, and here we are. So this is truly my farm. There's 3 tanks, but we're gonna go in depth in all of them. But first, let me just say hi to everyone. And how have you been?
Wonderful, thank you. How about you?
I've been very busy. It's been a
Busy's
crazy
good.
beginning of the year, both with treasure corals, but also just in general.
Yeah.
So life has been crazy.
Crazy good?
Yes, crazy good. So no complaints whatsoever.
Awesome.
But yes,
love it. So
I'm happy to.
You're a
hop
big
on
fan of the blades, and I also see tons of blades in your tank. You're all in on the
Yes.
blades. All in.
Well,
You're making me think I
yes
should
and
try
no.
some more like dedicated.
Actually, a lot of people ask me about this, and a lot of people that know me from my main tank,
Yeah.
right? So on my YouTube, I a lot of times go over my main display tank. This is the beauty tank, but then this is kind of where all the corals are really coming from.
Mhm.
And the tank upstairs is all blades. And I have no problem running everything with blades. I'm teal blade for sure.
Yeah.
This is a bit of a mixture. There is some Gen 5 Radiance XR30 Pro, sorry, XR30 Blue, and then I've got 2 banks of blades here just because.
Nice. Random
And I love them
question.
both.
Do you have any
Yes.
humidity issues in your basement with all the water?
Absolutely none. And I have an HRV.
Yeah.
That really helps. Especially like in the winter. I don't know if you know, but like Canada, especially like Toronto, but I think same where you are, we're like the driest ever. So
Yeah,
without a tank, I think we'd have like humidity of maybe 15 or 20. Like it's just horrendous for the eyes and everything else. Right now it's perfect. Like my humidity is maybe 40. So
that's all right.
Never had any issues whatsoever.
Perfect.
Yeah. Let me see if I'll turn this on. We'll actually be able to see the humidity. Do you have one of those things?
Not that one specifically, but
Yeah, this is my CO2 meter. I think it also sometimes measures the humidity. Unfortunately, we've had a few power outages, and this thing when it doesn't reboot or something like that, so I have to sometimes restart it. But we'll know what my CO2 is.
Sounds good. Love it. Awesome.
Okay.
All right. So tell us a little bit about the farm. Let's see all your goodies.
All right. So there is actually 3 tanks. At its max, it was actually 4. Let me just move things around a little bit.
Ooh, I like the
think
stands.
Yeah, this is. So it all started out with this system right over here. This was the first tank. It was built, I want to say 4 or 5 years ago. Custom made. I don't think I can ever have it leave this room without breaking it.
Yeah.
So basically,
built in the room.
Built in the room, and it was an amazing process as well because I never witnessed seeing a tank. I've done a lot of tanks. I've had a lot of custom tanks, but this was the one that was actually built, and I kind of participated in the process. So it was nerve-wracking to see, all the panels getting close together, and the silicone and like the mess and smell that it makes. Like it's kind of cool. But
cool.
yeah, it's 6 feet by 3 feet wide, and it's about, I think, 16 inches high.
Nice dimensions.
Yes, and this is the tank that I've been on and off. Like I've tried a whole bunch of different configurations, but right now it's kind of cool because it's half kind of my grow out. And for the grow out, I was inspired by a few frag tanks that actually have rocks on them.
Yeah.
Um,
Nice.
if you remember, in my main tank, all the corals are on those little pegs, so I can lift up any one of those coral colonies,
Move it
and
around.
then I can take it to this table over here. I can frag whatever I want, and then I can bring it back. So that is
That's handy.
tank number 1.
So everything in there is on its own little peg. You can pull it
Yes.
out. It's nice and easy.
Yes,
Even the rock.
that's exactly right.
Yeah.
And so I have a drill. I
Mhm.
think actually we can see the drill right over here. This is my little Milwaukee with a little, I don't know, 3/8 or whatever the drill bit is.
Little hammer drill
And
bit.
then, yeah, drill bit. And then I will just take like a little piece of acrylic. Actually, I can show you right over here. This is what it looks like.
Okay, so you put little
So you
acrylic
see?
rods on everything. Nice.
A little acrylic rod. I take a little putty and I glue it to the bottom of a coral.
Yeah.
Usually it's a small frag. And then this thing grows, and then I've got a little something that I can pluck wherever I want.
That's a good way to do it, especially in a grow tank.
Yes.
When you drill the rock, do you ever split the rock, or is it drill it fairly nicely?
Never split the rock unless it's like really off to the edge and it's like
Okay.
a cheap rock, but like usually a good piece would not split.
Okay, just curious. Like if it's
Yeah.
legitly like hammer drilling it, or I haven't quite tried that on rubber rock, so.
No, you have to use a special drill bit, like those masonry ones.
Yeah.
The more expensive, the better. And the goal is not to do any hammering and just do it as gentle as possible.
Yeah. No, that's pretty cool. I like it.
Mhm.
It's like Lego, just plug and play. You got a lot of frags
Yes.
in there. You got a lot of growing out.
And we've just only seen one system. There's
I
actually 4 tanks in here. But I guess a couple of other things. This is only acro. This is
Mhm.
very high energy tank. We've already talked about the lighting. So the lighting is 5 Radeon G5, and then I've got 2 banks of LED. This is glow and this is grow. So I've
Nice.
got both.
No shortage of light.
No, and then I got crazy flow here as well.
Mhm.
I tried so many different variations of flow, and then right now this is kind of my gold standard. So I've got 2 MP40s on one side.
Yeah.
There is 2 MP40s on the other side, on the opposite. I have the AI blade
Mhm.
so that it will
Orbit.
orbit, correct. Just push things this way.
Mhm.
And then over there, you've got another contraption, which is something I've been playing with for a while. It's a company in England
Oh,
that
that's
is
the other
doing.
rotator one.
Yeah,
That's
it's
the
them.
non-toonsy one.
That's the non-Tunzi one. This
How do you
is
like it?
the. I love them.
Nice.
So like this has been so awesome because I can take any pump I wanted and I
Mhm.
can put it on here. So this is running Nero 7.
Yep.
It is doing the rotation.
Yep.
And it is crazy how strong of a flow this is. And it's really awesome because all corals get like hammered
Mhm.
for a second or 2 or 3, and then the flow disappears.
Yep.
And they like it.
That's awesome. Very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was curious. I've seen that one, but I haven't not anyone with it, but I've just seen some videos from it from the UK side.
Yes. So I'm experimenting with it right now. I think you can get it, but I don't think yet people are selling it.
Ocean Seaway,
But
right?
yeah, Ocean
Yeah.
Seaway. Shout out to them. They've been awesome. I've been experimenting with this now for, I want to say, over a month,
Mhm.
and this has been rock solid. And we'll geek out on some polyp extension in a second, but it
Heck
has
yeah.
been crazy. Like, just look at
Oh,
all of
so many
this.
pretty things in there.
Yep. So this is box number 1.
I love it.
Yeah. Now, if we move over, this is the second tank,
Mhm.
and this is smaller. This is not custom. This is Seapora. Sorry, Seapora. I think it is Seapora. Yes. uh, 80-gallon
Mhm.
aquarium. It's 4 feet by 2 feet, and I think it's 16 inches high.
Oh, that's actually
Awesome
good
tank.
dimensions too.
Yeah, and you can kind of get it off the shelf, right? So, which is awesome. And you can see it's full stack of incredible corals, and I've got everything here. You name it, just every single acropora you can think of, I've got it
Yeah, no
right over
kidding. You
here.
have so much in there.
I know, yeah. So
It's a
it's
beautiful
very
collection.
well organized. So this is tank number 2, and I think this is going to be only frags. I have a little bit of corals that I'm just in the process of cleaning up and doing it, but I think this is just going to be my frag system.
Nice.
Very similar. I've got MP40s here right now. I will experiment with the rotator in a second as well.
Hmm.
And lighting wise, it's very similar. I've
Yep.
got 3 Radeon G5s, and I've got 1 blade, and everything is running like 50% because it's just crazy amount of par.
Oh yes, the tons and tons and tons.
Yes. So that's tank number 2.
Yeah.
Box number 3 is right over here. Let's start with the fish. This is the powder brown, which has been a very bad boy. I used to have him in this tank,
Yeah.
and he was just dominating and getting everybody harassed and killed. So
Oh
he went
geez.
over here. Yeah. We're doing this video in Toronto time. It's past 8 o'clock, so everything is now starting to close because this is kind of when my lights start to go down. So this is why a lot of the torches are now a lot smaller.
Yeah. They
But
still
I've
look big
got
and flowy.
every cool torch under the sun. So
Yes,
it's
yes, you
really,
do.
really cool. And look at this bad boy right over here.
Yeah, it's a beauty.
There it is. And yeah, so this is my Euphyllia tank. A completely different flow. I'm actually using one orbit,
Yep.
and it goes all the way over here, and then it just comes up on the other side, and then slowly comes back.
Nice.
And torches absolutely love this flow, so it's been going very, very well. I finally kind of cracked the code, figured it out. Needless to say, everything is part of one system.
So all your tanks are plumbed together?
Yes.
Okay. Nice. So same,
Yeah.
I guess, so everything shares the same parameters. Do you just
Mhm.
have one sump, or do they have all your sumps plumbed together? How do you have it set up?
They have one sump. This is
Mm,
the original sump, and it has one last tank we were going to see, which is right over here.
little bonus
This
sump
is
tank.
my LPS tank.
You can tell your
Yeah, so
focus is on macros.
yes, very much so.
And the one sump
But
chamber for frags of LPS.
exactly.
Yep.
So, like, I'm an acro, I'm a stick guy for sure.
Hmm.
But this is my little sump. Speaking of, there's always something. This skimmer stopped working today. I
Oh
don't
no.
know yet why. Yeah, I'm gonna have to right after this show. I'm gonna have to take it out, disassemble, probably something with an impeller or
Give it a clean.
whatever.
Hopefully, it comes back.
Yeah, something like that.
Yep.
But you know how it is.
Yep.
Yeah, and that is my farm system. Oh, one cool thing. I
Hmm.
was experimenting. I'm not doing anymore, but I really enjoyed it. You see those little lines that come in? This is air from the outside.
Yep.
So I actually took one of the nice impellers, the whole pump,
Hmm.
and I did put it into the first chamber of my skimmer for a while. So it was
Okay.
really, really cool because it was right over here
Yeah.
and it was directed with the flow this way, and it was like one large skimmer.
Oh, just to
It was
put
even,
bubbles, just like tons of bubbles in
yeah,
there. Huh.
exactly,
Yeah.
with fresh air from the outside.
Interesting.
Yeah, so you can see this is little remnants of that skim made that was building up a little bit over here,
Yep.
but since then I had an extra skimmer, so I just decided to instead put it on that separate skimmer.
Hmm.
But I ran this for, I want to say, 6 to 9 months, and or maybe even a year.
Did
It was a
you
very fun experiment.
did you notice a difference between that in your first chamber versus letting your skimmer doing it within the skimmer body to suck in fresh air?
Very hard to say because I find that these pH probes are so like they drift so much that I think was seeing a lot more air, but it's hard to say.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Crazy. I like it. So do you have hardly anything for rocks in these systems then, eh? Do you do anything else for biological, or is it just coral mass and surface
Um,
area glass?
there's tons of coral here,
Yeah.
tons, and as a matter of fact, there's a lot of live rock here as well. I think there's maybe 100 pounds of live rock, I think, all in
Okay.
all.
That was a good
Just it
chunk.
doesn't look like it. Yeah,
Just hiding under coral.
yeah. There's some coral that are going out soon. Look at that
Nice.
Walt Disney.
Very nice.
It is pretty bad
So
in of itself.
for
Yeah.
growing out coral, do you notice any difference of it growing on a rack versus growing on a rock?
That's a good question. I don't think um like on the rack, I try not to really do much to begin with, like only unless if we talk about frags.
Mm-hmm.
But it's lately, that's a very good question. Lately, I have been experimenting with two different ways of mounting frags. So you can either use a bandsaw and then cut it flush and glue it
Mm-hmm.
onto the frag plag, or sometimes people take a little bit of putty and they do like a little island and then they sink the acro within that little putty.
Yeah,
You know what I'm talking about?
I do.
So, what do you think is better? And like, what's your thought process?
I've always just glued it directly. I haven't really bothered with the putty unless it was like too big and it kept falling over.
Hmm.
But for growing and encrusting, have you noticed a difference?
I'm experimenting now. I noticed
Okay.
a lot of people, a lot of people that are into acros, they go through that extra trouble, which to me is a lot of extra effort.
Yep.
So I have been experimenting with both, and I think encrustment does occur differently.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know yet which one is better, but like I've started experimenting. So in a couple of places, I actually, whenever I frag now, I do, a few one way and few the other way, and
Well, while you're at it,
hopefully we'll know.
I've also seen people put frags like sideways instead of sticking up, which doesn't look as good, but apparently just the more surface area lets it puddle out a bit quicker.
Oh yeah,
If you want to
yeah.
experiment
This
with
is
more
not a
randomness.
sellable one,
Yeah.
right? So no, it's true.
Mm-hmm. K13 Trav, does putty make your skimmer go crazy when you do that?
No, I never had any issue with putty from that perspective ever.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay. AJ.
the stuff, sorry, the stuff that makes this skimmer actually go crazy is like if sometimes back in the day I would use hand cream, like even just a little bit of hand cream, your
Yeah.
skimmer grows crazy. Different different frozen food would sometimes do it as well, like oily ones, but for the putty, never.
Okay. Okay. AJ Techno Freak. My Hulk torch is not opening fully. All other corals are doing fine. Also, I cannot keep my parameters stable. How to dose help. Okay, so parameters not stables could be one thing for your torch coral not being happy. If it's not opening, it could be a fish picking at it. It could be it's not happy with the flow it's getting. There's definitely a lot of things that can affect it. Dimitri, I got you on. What are your pro tips for torches not being happy?
Torches are tough. I always say that, well, since you're talking torches, let's look at some torches here.
Yeah.
I find that torches are 10 times harder to keep than most acros. I
Would
don't know
agree.
why.
They're divas.
Like yeah, I sell, a fair bit of coral, and my clients are, some newbies, some are experienced, but
Mm.
every single time, how many times I have people that start with a brand new tank and they want torches,
Oh
and I
yeah.
almost always kind of advise against that because this is something that has so many ways where things can go wrong. I think you to have your parameters just on point. Magnesium has to be there. I think magnesium is an important one.
Mm-hmm.
Bacterial infection is a huge thing. So if you get something that has been freshly imported and has been cut, it's it's very high likelihood you might get a bacterial infection nowadays.
Yep.
So that's why I only recommend getting things from like somebody who has been keeping same colony, the mother colony, for like several years, if possible.
Another big one too, too much flow with a torch can make it rub its
Mm,
skeleton, which is sharp, which gives it a wound,
hmm.
then makes it more susceptible to bacteria.
Yes.
It's another consideration.
And another important thing is making sure that there's a good skirt on those things. Like, and I noticed
Flesh
that the
bound.
skirt can actually grow
Mm-hmm.
or shrink depending on the conditions.
Yep.
But I think you just did a video like 2 days ago on
I did.
torches, so you're the expert.
That's why I was curious to see what you got, to see if I missed anything. Yes, I did do a video on torches like 2 days ago, so check that one out afterwards.
Perfect.
Uh,
Yeah.
but yes, torches are definitely addicting. Yeah, and
So
they are definitely the divas of the Euphyllia family. There's
100%.
another question. What does Dimitri do for calcification demands, calcium reactor, calc balling combination? What do you do to supplement your massive 3/4 tank coral load?
That's a good question. Let's turn on some eye candy while I talk so that your fellows now can see things
Love it.
up close. Yeah. So for supplementation, I've always used a 2-part or a 3-part. I use different brands. Lately, I've been really interested in trying the Atoll brand,
Oh,
which
have you
is
tried it yet?
local. I am trying some of their stuff right now.
Yeah.
Finally, I'm actually getting into ICP, and
Mhm.
we can talk about this because there's some cool stuff. I'm actually starting to change a little bit my position on that.
Mhm.
But I know several people that have been now using Atoll, like 2-part for almost a year,
Yep.
and their tanks are spectacular. So as soon as I run out of my existing stuff, I'm definitely gonna give it a try and
Okay, perfect.
report the results.
Keep me updated because I have some coming along with some rock, so I'm really curious to try it out too for a while in the new tank. So,
Yes, and just to answer that same that question,
yep.
not only 3-part, I also do Kalkwasser. I'm a big fan of Kalkwasser dosing, and as a matter of fact, in some of the tanks I've kept, Kalkwasser was more than enough to maintain proper levels of calcium and alkalinity for like really vibrant aquariums, and I didn't need to do anything else.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's a good way to go. So, right. So
Hmm.
so basically using calc combined with regular balling dosing.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Let me know your Atoll experience since I'm going to try it too.
I
We can compare
will.
notes.
I will do that very soon.
Excellent.
Do you want me to mention the ICP stuff? Because I've been
Yeah, sure.
messing around a little bit about that. Yeah, so for the longest time, I was not doing an ICP, but then finally I decided to try it. It was a little bit also of a selfish experiment from me because not only I wanted to see if I can bring out like cool colors, and
Hmm.
it's too early to tell, but actually there's a couple of corals that are, I think I did a video recently on that. Let me show you my, oh, well, okay. So we've got right over here, this is Mystique, and then this is Jackpot, but then there is Ultimate Orange Passion, which is, I think, right over here, right underneath us. Yeah. The color on this thing compared to what I had a year ago is just day and night. Like there is every single color under the sun on this thing. I never could understand why people called it Ultimate Orange Passion before because it was just kind of purple with like red tips.
Yeah.
But now, like if you look up close, and I don't think my phone can really pick it up, but there is every single color there that I can think of. It's just insane. And I have been using, I've done ICP test. I've been dosing some of the Atoll products already.
Hmm.
And because I have the Aquatic Log website and the app,
Yep.
I've added the ICP testing onto this thing. So now you can take any PDF from any vendor you want, upload it, or Excel format, whatever, and it will get all the parameters, get the recommendations,
Oh,
and
that's
I've
cool.
integrated it.
Nice.
Yes, and I've integrated it with the Atoll brand. So
Ooh.
now if you add those products into your aquarium, it will automatically tell you how much to dose, and it honors the maximum per day. So if you do need to dose something like 5 days of, let's say, 1 mil, it will actually create those individual tasks for you. So it's insane.
Huh. That's freaking cool.
Yes. Yep.
Oh, that's a really cool feature. I like it.
Yep. That was my experience.
All right, I'll start using it more.
Okay.
I'm a slacker. I set the auto testers. I just look at the values. Like, okay, so I'm a slacker for
Mm.
actually recording it, but I should more for long-term trends.
A little bit of both.
But that's super cool though for like doing all the math for figuring out all your dosing corrections and whatnot.
Exactly.
Very,
I
very
can't
cool.
do that in my head anymore.
I know.
There
I
we
used
go.
to have a spreadsheet, but yeah, the app's way easier.
All right.
Very,
Any
very
more
cool.
questions?
There probably is. Let me scroll up. Magnesium's a pain to raise. It's actually easy magnesium. You just dump a bunch in. It's one
Exactly.
you can just do in bulk and just do corrective dose here and there.
Yep. I guess another thing, I have been experimenting with different frag racks. This is a pretty cool one that I'm really happy with. This is apparently the industry standard nowadays is the Luna frag rack, and
I like the
it's
little grippy
expensive.
ones.
But yeah, that's such a big difference. I'm now like all in on the grippy stuff because under strong flow, if you have sticks, things no longer move around, which makes it all the difference in the world.
Yeah, those aren't cheap, but they're nice.
Yep.
Oh, very cool. Yeah, I'm all about the grippy ones. Like they're so much nicer. Okay, so I'm just looking at your website for Ultimate Orange Passion. It's very like blue and purple.
Yeah, this is the photo. That's exactly what I was talking about. This is the photo I took, I want to say 8 months ago. But right now, I'm probably going to update it. It's a completely different coral. Like that's
I've
exactly
had
it.
normal Orange Passion, but I haven't had the other one. Which one do you like better?
Well, with Orange Passion, there's actually two, and I sell both on my website. But yes, so this is a good example. So let's look at both. The one over here, so the one in the center right now, that's your regular Orange Passion, and then right next to it, this one here, the one in the center now, this is the OG Orange Passion.
So
yeah.
Yeah, so the one I had like the orangey yellow polyps.
Yeah.
And then Orange Passion.
Yeah.
There's so many.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
There are.
I definitely.
But like this one, in terms of potential, yeah, this one I cannot keep in stock ever. So same as with the Walt Disney. Like, I mean, every single time I cut a piece, usually gets sold out within a day or so.
Well, frag me one
no matter
for
what.
in a couple months.
I will.
Okay.
Okay. Right after this, I'll make sure to. There's a queue, but we'll see.
In a few months, so my tank is ready. Start my pile.
I know. Yeah, look, like this is basically the reason why it's OG is because this particular colony, this is the biggest I think I've ever even grown it.
Really?
Yeah, like it's such a slow grower. It's so finicky.
Did you see how big my old Orange Passion was?
Yeah,
it was like
it
makes me so sad that I lost it. It was so big.
I know.
It was glorious.
Yep.
Dimitri, do you ship corals to Florida? I think only in Canada.
Yes, but give me a couple of weeks. I'm actually trying to
what do you cook
come up with a few things.
Oh.
So yeah, so maybe if somebody wants something custom, they can reach out and maybe we can work something out.
Cross the imaginary line.
Yeah, there are ways.
There you go.
And it's all going to be very legal, so no problem.
Sweet. There you go.
Yeah.
Dimitri's got the hookup there. Tango. Shoot him a message on Instagram. Hey, Danger Reefer. You have so many beautiful corals. I wish we lived closer.
Thanks. Well, I know, but next time if I go your way, I'll just pack up a few. And by the way, you know what? Ship to you, I can now ship with the coral being in the water for less than 24 hours. Like I've actually mastered this.
Nice.
I have FedEx come to my place at 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
And usually I bag things minutes before they come. So I know exactly when they were going to come in. So I will bag something within 15 minutes before that. So before that, everything is in the water. Everything is nicely packed with lots of water, and then because it's priority overnight, usually you get it before noon the next day.
Nice.
So it's crazy.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Master the shipping.
I try. I never do anything half-assed.
I like it.
Look at this guy here. This is the Enigma.
That's nice.
Look at the gold. I don't know if the video is quite picking it up, but it's the hairiest coral I have, and it's also the gold on this thing is insane.
You need a new photo for your website because it doesn't look hairy on there. But
I know. I gotta.
as you're saying names and looking them up. But yeah, no, I love shaggy polyps. I'm a sucker for them.
So actually, since you bring up photos, it's such a pain to take a good photo of a coral.
Yeah.
Because every single time, let's say you take a coral and you move it someplace where you want to take a photo of it, every single polyp will close. And depending on the finicus of this thing, they may not open up until the next day.
Yeah, that's fair.
So it's so tough to make good photos of the true representation of the coral, but I do try.
Nope. Yeah, you got lots of pretty photos. Okay, question in the chat. What salt are you using? Any preference?
Oh yeah, reef crystals all the way.
Okay.
I've tried every single salt under the sun. I love tropic marin, but reef crystals, for whatever reason, I've always had the best results. It mixes dirty. It's a pain sometimes. It doesn't, mix as clean. There's brown residue, all of that stuff. But it's magical, and the corals absolutely love it. And there is a reason why a lot of reefers out there that professionally grow coral, they all use it.
Fair enough. And then how often do you actually do water changes on your systems?
It's an automatic water change.
Yep.
Let me actually show you right over here. You see, this is happening right this now.
Oh, it's water changing as we speak.
Yeah, so this is my calc water reactor on the left.
Yep.
And then I've got water in and water out.
Nice. Do you for your calc, are you just dosing it, or are you doing it through a reactor?
So I'm doing Avast Marine reactor.
Then just for my own curiosity, how often do you top off calc to it?
Oh, that's a pain. But I do it once a week. I just take a scoop or two and I put them over here.
Yeah. Look,
this is all twice leaked because I've had this for a while, and I had to redo a lot of the seams by using different types of putty. But now, hopefully, it's gonna be okay.
What would you actually use on it in the end?
The what? Sorry.
To glue it. So. I legitly had a small leak in mine. Before I used it again, I bought this stuff because that's what they recommended. The DevCon plastic welder. I don't know what you use, but that literally just sparked in my mind. I had a very teeny little bit of a seep coming in mine, so I wanted to re-glue before I put her back in service.
So I used the one from Home Depot, and it was marine welding epoxy, which is this one here. But before this, I was so stupid. Because I went online because I was reading up on how to fix the leaking, calc stirrer. And people said, "Oh, I used putty." So stupid me, I went and I know putty, so I did the regular putty and I closed it off over here.
Yeah,
didn't do as good of a job, but it still kind of held some of it. But then here, I'm using the real deal.
So, okay, fair. Yeah, no, I was just curious. Well, if you ever decide to do it again, the DevCon plastic welder is what they actually told me works well on it. Because I messaged them and said, "Hey,
we'll do.
What's up?"
I take it no relationship to Devon.
No. Flattering, but no, unfortunately.
All right. Well, maybe now they should.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Gotta love it. Do. Definitely test is less than 24-hour shipping. I will, don't you worry. Than was getting phosphate instant oceans. Yeah, I remember him saying that. Well, he's using reef crystals. I was
Yeah.
using instant ocean. Actually, I'm using instant ocean right now, but I actually splurged on a couple buckets of fancy salt. I decided to buy some Naya
Hmm.
salt, and I'm gonna
Oh
try
yeah,
it on
nice
one
is
tank.
awesome.
Yeah, I know it's good, but I'm trying to just see if it's worth it or not over just
Hmm.
like instant ocean because I'm cheap sometimes. But I was gonna try on the new tank, just use instant ocean for now and use Nios on my tank that's full of Gonnies and torches and see if I notice any
Hmm.
difference after a couple months.
That makes sense.
Hard to say if I will or not, but we shall see.
That's fair.
Yeah, I know.
So a couple of other little things. So you see all these frags, right? But
Yes.
and all the colonies, but everything is grown here from tiny frags. So I don't import anything. And the way it kind of ends up in my system is you see this front row of all the corals.
Yep.
Every one of those things was a tiny frag that I acquired from somebody else, and sometimes it takes forever. Like I know this one. This is the bubble bath unicorn.
Mm-hmm.
It's the true name of the coral. Uh, it has. I've had it for I want to say 9 months now, and only now it's like at the point where maybe I'm gonna move it and mount it someplace. But
Yeah.
it's gonna be probably another 6 months or 4 months before I'm ever gonna prag it.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like that. So it's a long game.
Do you ever wonder who makes up some of these names?
Well, I know we're all blessed to have to share the city with mighty Reef Raft.
Yep.
And when they were importing things, I actually know some people that were in the room when the Jay, who's the owner of Reef Raft, would just like look
Making
at
up the
something
crazy
and just
names.
kind of go, this is Reef Raft Mystique. Why? I don't know. Maybe he would just watched X-Men or whatever it is, and he kind of called it, and then we all ran around and just kind of do that.
Yeah, pretty
But
much, eh?
I did name a couple of corals myself as well that I've never seen in the hobby. So like the shapeshifter
Mm-hmm.
is probably one of my favorite corals, and I've never seen anything like this in anybody's tank. So it's kind of cool.
Yep. Nice.
Yeah.
No, it's pretty cool. Dun, dun, dun. Mighty pretty in there, buddy.
Yep.
So you're happy with the Nero rotating pump? That's pretty sweet. So you got
Yes.
lots of flow in there. So you got a Nero 7, 4
Yep.
MP40s, and 2
Yep.
gyres in the 6-foot tank.
Yes.
That's a good chunk of flow.
Well, remember this is a professional tank, right? It's geared towards less looks and more of just maximizing the flow, maintenance, all of that stuff, right? It's bare bottom. Again, I can really blast things. It's not the same as going with the sand.
Mm-hmm.
So one thing at a time, but yeah, I'm super happy with the flow. And I tried in this tank every single configuration under the sun. I did the pumps on the sides. I did just a row of orbits. Like I tried everything, and then I kind of found that this is one of the best options is to go from both ends.
Yeah.
And it's very important that the flow does eventually make it all the way to the overflow. Like that's super important. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well,
Another
especially in a
really
grow tank, you can have pumps everywhere and it works.
Yeah. Another really cool thing is, I guess, for anybody who is kind of getting into this, I always recommend you can have a tank that's brand new and have some acros in there. But like I say acros, go for green slimers of the world, and like anything under, let's say, $40 a frag. Don't go for the orange passions.
Oh man, I have to
Those
wait.
things. Maybe with your experience is a little bit less, but even then, like my system here has been so volatile for about a year. Like I thought I knew what I was doing, but just no matter what I tried to do, like I think finding that balance for nutrients was very, very hard. Like I would be bottoming out on nutrients. I think my some bacteria or whatever was that was living on the rocks was just consuming all the phosphates almost immediately in the beginning,
Yeah.
and I was bottoming out and I was getting different types of algae, and just the corals were not really taking off
Mm,
until I just relaxed and said, okay, I'm gonna give it like a year, which I did.
yeah.
And then remember also, I didn't have any sand. I think sand really helps in a system, in my opinion. But
Hmm.
that's my kind of personal anecdotal view. But after 1 year, things kind of stabilized, and now like I can take somebody else's frag that looks meh, like okay-ish, and bring it here, and within a month or two, it will completely color up.
That's awesome.
Like just nuts. Yes. This is kind of what I'm talking about over here. Like this was white. This was a bleached coral that I got from somebody, and it's been, I want to say, 6 months or so. And doesn't the camera doesn't really pick up, but like if I look at the top on this thing, the colors I'm getting are insane. Like really really cool tennis.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think we're getting the true colors because it's pretty blue on the camera,
No,
but
yeah,
I can
it's
tell that the Luddles are super pretty.
yep. So, and I've got some fancy like home wreckers here. Well, home wrecker junior.
Hmm.
Oh, we didn't talk about fish at all. I
Yeah,
figured,
actually, good old
yeah.
Copperbands. Gotta love those. So, are your fish more utilitarian? Are they there just because they're pretty and you like them? Are they there for
Well,
bioloaded nutrients?
yes. I would say it's a little bit of everything. I first of all, I love tangs. Tangs are probably my absolute favorite fish.
Hmm.
And if I had a choice, I'd probably go with them first. Like,
Yep.
look at that clown tang. Like, I mean, he is just crazy awesome. Like, I mean, and in tank of this size, I can pretty much have every single tang I wanted, and they have enough space to kind
Yeah.
of hide. But it's also ornamental, but it's also, you nailed it. It's about the fish load. I
Hmm.
want as many fish in my system as possible because I want
Nutrients.
when I introduce food, it brings out phosphates, and
Hmm.
then because of all them, because they pee and they breathe, they produce ammonia, which is nitrate eventually, and
Coral
my
fluid.
corals love both.
Yep. Well, you're probably low on nutrients most of the time with all that coral in there, so you're
Oh,
probably pushing it to try to add
exactly.
more.
Yes, yes. I have to feed this tank like crazy. I don't feed any coral.
Hmm.
I've gone through that phase, and I no longer really
Fish poop is
even
coral
believe
food.
in that. Yes, I just feed my fish just recklessly, and I don't feed them enough to even to my taste. But this is what it is.
Nice. What do you feed your fish
Yeah.
mainly?
Lately, I've been all frozen. I mean, once in a while, I will. I mean, I do nori,
Hmm.
so that's the only non-frozen food. But lately, I've been experimenting by just going all frozen. And I don't know, like when I was just kind of moving up in this hobby, I was always told that, oh, you don't do frozen because it will raise your phosphates. If anything,
You're
it's
like, thank you. I
the
need more phosphates.
yeah. Well, yes, but it's also frozen actually raises it less than pellet food, in my opinion.
Yeah, I've
I don't
almost
know why.
exclusively just fed frozen forever. It's always my
Yep.
go-to. It's always curious other people do.
Yeah. So, and some are good, some are less. Like I always experiment. Like I've got these flakes.
Mm.
These ones I'm not as fancy because I think they're too small.
Yeah,
But I like variety, so I do a whole bunch of different ones and just decide and look at the fish and experiment. Because as with humans, we want as much variety as possible for a healthy diet.
exactly. Okay, so since you're talking about ICP, Trav in the chat's asking, what traces are you using? So are you doing trace elements?
Yes, I finally started only like a month ago.
Mm.
I did it. So I tried it before, like maybe 6 or 8 months,
Yep.
and I wasn't regimented enough. Like, listen, it's a big investment, and
Mm-hmm.
even like with this as a kind of professional apartment and whatnot, I think that before the MS version of ICP, we were just not accurate enough. I think we finally are at the frontier where it's like super precise.
Yeah.
And I've recently visited a buddy of mine, Dane, who's got, here's one of the reasons I'm still in this hobby, because he's just awesome and a great example of how to do it.
Nice.
And he's been on ICP with Atoll products for, I don't know, over a year. And, last time I was there, his colors were just insane. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to try it.
Yeah.
I'm going to document it and integrate with Aquatic Log and just kind of geek out and see what happens.
Nice. I like it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad I'm hearing all
So-
these like Atoll benefits, because I said I'm gonna try it for a bit, so I got some coming. So
Yeah. Plus, it's
Perfect.
Canadian company, right?
Yeah,
so,
exactly. Which is
you
cool.
gotta support local.
I like it.
Go Canada.
Heck yeah. No, that's
Yeah.
awesome, man. If there's any questions in the chat that I've missed, feel free to ask again, and I'll make sure I circle back to them. But yeah, no, it's looking awesome. We got some pretty sweet growths going in there.
Thanks. I also want to just say a huge thank you to you for the interviews that you do with other reefers. I'm a big believer in sharing the knowledge. Sometimes, when you watch one of those streams, even if you learn like 2 or 3 things, but that are like takeaways that you can then try to implement in your tank, that's how we progress so much further in this hobby. So it's been crazy helpful. So like a huge thank you for asking those questions and like doing your videos as well. I find them very helpful.
Awesome. No, appreciate it. No, I love them. Like even I like you're always learning. You're never gonna learn it all, right? So I love these
No.
conversations. This is like a little reef geek outlet for me. Plus, again, like you said, we're all always learning together, right? It's always fun to compare experiences, and what works for
Mhm.
you works for me. There's always those little nuggets of goodness in there.
Very true.
Yes,
Look
yes.
at that. All right.
Dun,
Let's
dun,
see.
dun.
Yeah, so look at the, I promised to show the humidity. So the humidity is 45 right now. And, in my opinion, that's as good as it gets.
Yeah, that's solid.
I've
What's
been
your
in this
CO2?
tiny room for a while. It's 622, but usually
Oh.
my CO2 is like 500.
Better
Like,
than me. Mine's 722 right now. I was looking.
I'm regimented when it comes to my CO2. Like it's insanely good in my house.
No,
Like
I
I
just
take it
cracked the
super
window.
seriously.
Because it's getting hot.
Nice.
Well, that's good. Do you on the little Avid aquameter? That's one cool thing, is there's a built-in CO2 meter. I like it, so I can just like see what it is in the room. Kind of fun.
Oh, nice. Yeah, it is.
Yep. Dun, dun, dun.
I've got some coral here that I haven't even posted on the website. There's a couple of colonies of mealies that are just insane.
Nice.
That I think I'm gonna be posting in next week or so. So keep an
Beautiful.
eye out on those. So I've got a few limited edition things coming.
Are they
very shortly.
hardy for a quote-unquote new-ish reef tank?
Yeah, well, on my site, I categorize every coral under, first of all, the hardiness. So, like, I have easy. So things that I have a collection that basically this is easy stuff that I can guarantee is going to be so much easier than almost any Euphyllia out there. So
Yeah.
basically, brand new tank, throw it in and whatnot. And some of it is pretty colorful as well. Then there is medium pack, and then there is a few corals that I say don't do it unless you like really know what you're doing and you're an expert, kind of thing.
What if your tank is new, but you know what you're doing?
I was probably
category dog, yeah.
honestly, yeah, I'd probably start with mid-range then. Like
Yeah.
go for the things that you like. Because listen, I don't know. This is some of the stuff. This is Maleficent, for example. That's a mid-range coral, but it's as good as it probably can get. Or
Yeah.
the birthday cake. That's another one. But maybe or vivid confetti. That's another crazy coral that's gonna be great.
But would you call
or
those
the
easy
Gila
or
monster.
harder?
These are medium.
Okay.
So the easy ones, I'm thinking more like a green slimer
Yep. Classic.
and maybe the pearlberry. Those are like super easy. They can withstand pretty much anything. And yeah, I think the Gila monster came from you from long time ago.
Way back when?
Way back when. So
Oh yeah, I think it did actually.
Yeah, I know.
That's
This
awesome.
is where you were at the Niagara Coral
Yeah,
Show.
I forgot about that. Oh, that's awesome.
Still that same coral.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to get some back off you
still
at some point.
There you go. So yes, that's a good seller as well. But I also categorize every coral for their color. So you
Yep.
can actually say, hey, I need a little bit more red. And then you
Mhm.
can have a filter and just get the red coral. Or no, I'm a snob. I want anything that's more than 2 colors. So like I want rainbow. And you'll
Yep.
get those as well.
Yeah.
And you can do filtering by flow, by
So
lighting, you name it.
I like stuff that's rainbow from a distance, not from a macro lens. Like some corals look amazing with a
Yeah, I
macro
know.
lens, but from across
I
the room
know.
you
I
can't
know.
tell, right?
I know. Well, I know how you feel. I don't know if
Mhm.
the system will pick it up. Hold on a second. Let's see if I can zoom in because I really wanna. Do I? Do I? Oh, do I? Do you guys see the zoom?
I do, but it's pixelated.
It's pixelated. I don't know
Yeah.
why. It doesn't give me the two options. Sorry. It only kind of went one way or the other.
Yeah.
Hold on. Is it still? Yeah, it's still like that. Oh,
I can see
so
it.
it's
It's not bad.
pixelated.
It's not bad. It's getting
Okay,
better.
so let's look at some of the stuff. So
Pretty.
this is the jackpot.
Yeah.
Look at the color on that one,
Looks
right?
nice.
So this is jackpot, but look at let's just see. There's a couple of like crazy. Yeah, look at this guy. I think this guy over here. I don't know if you can see the red on this one.
You know what's
Let
funny?
me.
As you're going through them, I'm quickly like looking up on your website to see the actual colors. Just so for people, that's the
Yeah.
jackpot. Okay, what's the next one?
So these two I have not yet even posted.
Yeah.
So this is a couple of things that I've been aquaculturing myself. I picked them up as wild colonies.
Hmm.
But this is the JF Jolt. So I'm gonna show you Jason Fox Jolt first. PPP. I think this one here.
Yeah.
So I don't know if the corals, the colors are coming through properly with
Here, let me pull up a photo. Jolt.
Yeah.
There
So
you go.
it's been like starting to get like the pinks around the coral.
Yeah.
I see like green and pink in addition to the um in addition to like everything else, the yellows. But then I have two wild pieces that I've been growing right over here, and some of the colors on those things are also just insane. Again, the I think the camera is not quite picking it up,
I have
but
your website photo put up as well, so we can see the actual better photo.
yeah. So let's do a little bit of eye candy with the yeah. So this one soon is gonna be hitting. I haven't posted it on the website, but just look at the polyps on this.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
But let's look at the ultimate orange passion, which is this one right over here.
That's the purpley one.
Yeah, that's the purple one. Like you see the reds in there and other things. Like this is what
The
kind of
polyps are
yeah.
very red.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, it's a beauty.
So yeah, there's lots of really cool. This is Mystique again, one of my favorites as well.
Mystique.
I'm a big fan of X-Men, and
All right.
it truly is.
Add that to my
is a
future
beauty.
pile.
I know this is jackpot.
Okay, wait.
You name it.
I'm gonna pull up the Mystique one. Sorry, it takes you a minute to save them from your website and load them into OBS. Okay, there's
I
Mystique.
know.
That's pretty. That's cool.
Yeah. Well, let's look at Walt Disney then, because I think that's going to be fun. You can actually see the colony. Let me find it right over here. This is where is the Walt Disney?
How do you feel about Walt Disney? Do you think it lives up to the hype?
Yes, this is an unequivocal yes, because this thing is insane.
At least in my tank, because I had Walt Disney, I had Orange Passion, and I liked Orange Passion better because it was more color, like you could see that blue and orange way more pop. But again, mine was also small and not this big colony in its all its glory. So
the Walt Disney, what's strange about that is like what you see right here, like this is pure gold color. Like it is stunning. But I was at Dane the other day and his was orange. It's just like next level because he's just been throwing so much power at this thing. Maybe it's the ICP, whatever. But his color was even better from this one. Like it's also, it's a crazy coral, but it's one of those I've never had or I don't think I will ever own a Bugatti or something. But like, I think it's one of those stupid things where just you have to really know how to drive it, but
Yeah,
then and
fair.
be ready to lose it. But
So
it's gonna be rewarding.
it makes me sad because mine was like finally puddling and starting to grow. It was not growing in the first spot, so
Uh,
I cut a branch off and put it somewhere else. And it's
yeah,
puddling and starting to grow, and then yeah. But but the orange passion, just
yeah,
the color compared to it, that's why it's like
yeah. I
it was
know,
one of my favorites.
I know, I know, I know.
Yep, yep,
I
yep,
don't blame you.
yep, yep,
That's a gorgeous coral in of
yep.
itself. I think my phone is trying to get overheated there a little bit.
Da,
So
da,
let
da.
me just do do do.
Do, do, do,
And
do, do, do.
let's see if I can.
So you got a good little setup in there with the bandsaw and everything.
I know.
I know, I like it.
I've been trying. I've been trying very hard. It's a passion. Like it's something that I have been
I, I
working on for a very long time. One little thing that I've started to do, especially in the evening, is I always put on my glasses.
yeah,
Not only because you get to see the coral well, but it's also I think it does. Spending a lot of time under blue light will disrupt your sleep.
that's fair.
So lately I've been experimenting with this.
I would agree. It's probably much better for you and your eyeballs.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want a coral room like that one day. Like eventually I want to like box in the carport or something and make myself an extra space just for like a big grow frag system just for fun. This is something fun to putter with too.
That's the plan. I will. I hope that one day, like maybe when I retire many years from now,
Mhm.
I'll definitely have like a little store, and hopefully by that time,
It's like a hobby job. It's fun, something to
yeah,
keep you busy.
I want something where it would be I wouldn't be have to be depend month to month on a paycheck for
Exactly. Yep.
those things. So you can do it just for love of the
Yeah,
hobby.
exactly. For the love of it. It'd
Yeah.
be good.
Yes.
Do. But yeah, you have a really wicked website. And now your app has just became twice as cool because you can import PDFs of all your ICPs, which is pretty awesome.
Hmm. Yes.
So I think more people need to take advantage of that. Throwing it out
Yeah.
there.
It's a lot of fun. I've been very busy, that's for sure.
Merlin staff. That's kind of cool looking too.
Oh yeah, it is. It's a cool coral, especially if you compare it to AC Arc Fireworks, which is very similar, but it's a completely different color. So and that one is a lot more tough to find.
Which one do you like better?
Well, I would say Merlin Staff just because it's more rare, but in terms of the actual color, I think they're both very very nice. Like I can't say one is nicer than the other.
Okay, so that's Merlin
It's
staff, which looks pretty awesome.
yeah.
And Arc Fireworks. Also
Yeah.
pretty awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, they're both beautiful. Both are very nice colors. It's just more of what do you think is it's we're in this collectoritis mode, right? So the more scarce something is, it doesn't matter how
Well,
uh,
Arc Fireworks is half the price and it's close enough. I'll
it
probably get
is.
that one.
That's exactly right. All corals are priced not only depending like it's all obviously market price first of
Hmm.
all, but second thing is market price comes from scarcity. It's just
Yeah,
if somebody could grow Walt Disney at the same rate as Green Slimer, it would cost as much.
it's cheap. It would be
It
cheap.
is it would be cheap. It doesn't matter how beautiful something is. Like a good example would be Rainbow Loom.
Oh,
Like
it's
if
a beautiful coral. It's cheap now.
prime rainbow loom in terms of colors, I think will rival almost any other coral out there. It's one of the most beautiful corals there is.
Yeah.
However, now people have colonies of it. You can find them on sale, like the whole thing. But it's a beautiful one. Walt Disney, you cannot do that anytime. So yeah, look at this. Like
Yeah.
this is as good as it gets.
It grows well. It's beautiful. You get the greens, the purples, you get yellows and oranges at times.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's definitely a beauty.
Yeah, or fish, for example, the Achilles or the black tang or what is it, gem tang. That's like I don't know if these things would cost I don't know $50 or $100. I don't think people would even get them necessarily. It's just
Yeah.
because it's something that is so hard to get, and it's crazy. So it's black. Other blackfish are not popular, but this one is just its scarcity, and that's
It's
why
true.
people are willing to pay this much money.
Yeah, it's
Market
true.
demand.
I'm at the stage now where I could care less what things are called. I just want stuff that it's either a shaggy polyps or it's pretty colors. Yes, my requirements are basic these days.
Yeah, speaking of shaggy corals, I'm growing out a few things like cherry bomb and angry birds and a few others. So
Nice.
it's yeah, it's getting there. It's a lot of fun.
Do
Oh, another cool toy. Sorry, I just wanted to show you is this one here.
Oh yeah, we were talking about that last time. I
Yeah.
like it.
So I absolutely love it.
Yep.
This is has been a game changer,
Oh man.
in my opinion. And several other farmers, after having talked to me, they're all kind of getting this because I will like go, someplace and get a coral from like another reefer or a store or whatever, and you know, do a dip. Everything looks good. Nothing came off,
Hmm.
and I'm usually like, hold on a second, hold my beer, take this thing underwater, and then you look at it. Or like I had a buddy of mine just come over because he was swearing he didn't have any bugs. We took his coral, put it underneath there, and it's a party that's going on there. Like it's not like one little guy. There's like bugs. They just like mess around. They run. They kind of look at you. They hide. But if you turn your coral a little bit, you can kind of see it. And the stuff is there. There's no magnifying glass or whatever you will ever see that.
Yep.
But they burrow inside of the corallite.
So if you get a coral and there's something on it, what are you gonna do with it? Are you gonna dip it? Are you gonna banish it? What are you gonna do?
No, I stopped banishing anything. I'll explain why. Because nowadays you've got two problems potentially, either some sort of a bug or flatworm,
Hmm.
and I think both of them have been now completely solved for anybody who's doing proper quarantine, because you have interceptor for anything that is flatworm
Yep.
related, and then you have flubendazole for anything that is has a spine or the thing that melts. So basically, all the bugs will go away.
So one of the two
Or
you
do I have
found.
I have it the other way around? Sorry, flubendazole for
Flatwormish things.
flatworms
Yeah.
and interceptor for the bugs. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
So both work 100%. Like they are just incredible. So if somebody is careful in what they do, all they have to do is do a couple of treatments or maybe 5 treatments, whatever it takes, and it's verifiable using a microscope to get rid of their system. And then after that, if you have a little quarantine system, just run through the same process there.
Yeah.
So I don't toss anything now.
Okay.
I'll try to save
Treat
it.
it. Well, that's good. And you have that stuff on
Mhm.
hand. You're ready for it all.
Yep.
Yeah, I keep looking at those ever since you told me about them. They're not cheap because you want
Oh,
the autofocus one, which adds a bunch, but they look sweet.
sorry, I don't know anything about the autofocus. I'm using
Oh,
the manual focus.
I was looking at the autofocus version, but it adds like 200
Really?
bucks. But it autofocuses. I was like, oh, that's nice if you're moving a coral or something around.
Well, this one is way more than $200. Sorry to
No, I said 200
so it's
more.
it. Oh, 200. Oh God. Okay. Well, send the link. I'd like to see it, but this one has been great. Like it already paid
In coral
in spades.
savings.
Yeah, for sure. 100%.
Okay. Yeah, I do want one. It keeps tempting me. Okay, I'll send you the link. The
Come
one I
on.
was looking at. Send me the link to the one you have later too. We'll double
I
check it.
will. I will send you exact one. I tried several of them, and this one I find the best because it has interchangeable lenses,
Mm-hmm.
so you can actually have 3 different focal lengths and magnification. So it's kind of the best of all worlds. Like it's amazing.
No, that's awesome. Love it.
Hmm.
And yeah, not having pests is a big thing, especially when you have a beautiful tank full of corals and can't let people infiltrate.
No, no, it's a pain for sure.
So you don't really do any wild imports at all. Your stuff is all
No, I in the future, if I ever like have a true store, I
mhm.
think I will definitely dabble in this just because there's something. It's a very rewarding thing to get something wild that doesn't look anything good,
Hmm.
and then you can color it up. I know how to color up things. I know what to look for in this, so it's very pleasurable sometimes if I go to some store and I
And
see something that is like just looks meh, but I
then
know
you
what
turn
to look
into
for.
beautiful.
Oh my God, some of the stuff I have now came from there, and then it's like very unique as well. So it's
Yep.
kind of cool.
Hmm. Okay, question in the chat for you, Dimitri. How do you get his app? Tell us more.
Very simple. It's aquatic log. So two words, aquatic, and then log as in you logging something, not blogging. It's logging, and it's available on iPhone and Android, and it's also aquaticlog.com. And if you log into one, you can use them interchangeably. And now with the advent of AI, I've been a lot more active on this thing because now like, coding is completely different than it was before. So like there's tons of cool features. I've added the RODI system, keeping track of. I've done ICP testing. I've done some really, really cool things. So
That's awesome.
try it. Yep,
Dun, dun, dun. Lots of fun stuff.
I know.
Completely off topic, but speaking of
Please.
AI, I set up a virtual private server the other day to like redo my website and some other stuff because I've tired of paying for
Oh
all
my
this shared
God.
hosting.
Yeah.
So I consolidating. I spent like hours like with AI, like, okay, let's secure this up and stuff like Filtration, all these stuff to like lock down the server and make it all extra good. So
Isn't it crazy? Like
yeah, it's fun.
it's a game changer.
It is. So yeah, so I,
Uh,
I got a new server for reefdudes.com. I'm actually gonna start giving the website more love because it's been neglected for a little while.
I have a buddy of mine who is in like he's pretty famous on Instagram, but he's in a different industry. He's in shout out to Mighty Flight Streamer. So anybody who's into flight simulators, he's a pretty big deal there. And he just built his website in like 45 minutes by just using Codex or something like that, and
Mm.
like optimized, security, SEO, like the whole
Yep.
thing is just phenomenal. So
Oh
it's
yeah.
if you
It
know what you're doing, you're running circles around
Oh
other
yeah,
people.
it's crazy how easy it makes stuff these days too. Good
Yeah.
stuff where it's take you like hours before. It's like, how do I do this? Oh, here's all your commands. Oh, thank you. Do, 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 do.
Yep.
Yep.
Very true.
Okay. Yasmin Reef. What's up, fellas? How's your polyp extension, Dimitri? Did you dial in your flow? I think you did.
Hi, Yasmin Reef. Yeah, I remember you. As a matter of fact,
Yep.
I would say the polyp extension is insane. It's been the best it's ever been, and just in general, it's hard to say what exactly was the thing because I think it's a combination of everything. But it's a bit of TLC, it's a little bit of everything, and yes, polyp extension has like been off the charts.
Nice. Love it. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah. What do you think flow is a big thing for polyp extension? I mean, fish and pests not bugging it, obviously, but
I think it is, but I'm not even sure. I'm still kind of wondering what exactly it is because you kind of called it in the beginning when we talked about the torches. You said flow is a big thing, right? And you don't want to blast it because things just get like wonky. But to a certain degree, even this, if you zoom in on acropora, their
mm-hmm.
polyps are still very sensitive. They're shorter, obviously. They can handle a lot more, but you also don't want to necessarily blast them. So
Yep.
there's many schools of thought. Some say it has to be intermittent. So that's where the rotating devices help a lot, or something that just kind of turns on and then off. I've seen a lot of success with some of the folks that use those intermittent devices.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Like I'm still learning. I still haven't cracked it. I think to the point where like yes, I'm the polyp king. Unfortunately, no. But
Yeah, we're
that's
all slowly
aspiration.
learning.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun. Also, no new fish. What was that reference to? 6-year reefer. Anyone ever have everything look good, but your green Monty cap starts to develop a dime-sized bald spot right in the middle? Healthy tissue, nothing touching it, no visible pests. Also, no new fish. Usually that's like detritus or something sitting on it, irritating it. Or
Yeah, I would say so.
Or Monty caps are really susceptible to mag, so if your magnesium is really low, that could be something affecting it.
Or very high par, maybe like it's
It's
just kind
burning
of
it.
burning something. But yeah, usually just move it someplace else and see what happens.
Yep. Tango got a new Lobo and Blasto colony. 100 par is 100 par good for them? Yeah, that's fine. They like lower par, so anywhere in that
Yeah,
like 50 to 150 is probably fine. 100 is probably a nice happy medium.
I agree.
Dun. Yeah, I don't know. Any other stuff you got?
Well, you and I always talk about like 2026 and like the aspirations and everything else. We talked a lot about coral, but I just want to mention the fish is I'm trying to spend more time thinking about the fish and what's important for the fish and the fish food. So, like, look at this guy. Like, this is the Copperband. He's you know, I still don't know like what's the best way to feed the Copperband so that they get like fat. Um, this
I
might
would
be the
just go with
last
mysis personally.
Copperband. Yeah, but like brine shrimp is actually less nutritious, but tastier for Copperbands. So, for example.
Mysis more
And
nutrition, and they usually go for it.
yeah, I found that it is more nutritious for sure, but it's less tasty for them. Like where sometimes they accustomed to a brine and then they won't eat mysis unless you start mixing it in and stuff like that.
Huh.
That has been my experience. Yeah.
Okay. I have not had that yet, but good to know.
Yeah. And I have a love-hate relationship with copper bands just because they're so hard to keep. But I actually and I don't recommend you do that, but I know one guy that has a crazy, crazy copper band, like fat,
Mm-hmm.
happy, everything. And this guy just feeds them by hand, which a lot of people do. And if you have time, I think this is also the way to go. It's kind of silly because, what if you go on vacation? But whatever. But he said when I said like, I mean, how do you get him to eat first when you get him from the store? Because we all know, the level one of a reefer is like you like a fish and you get it and bring it home, and then once you get a little bit more experience, you kind of go, no, 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 show me what it eats, and then I'm gonna bring it home and do stuff, which is great.
Yep.
Now, what he did, and I've done it so many times, I would feed the copper banded store, everything is looking great. The moment they travel back home, even if it's a 10-minute ride, they're in the tank and they're like in shock. They just like stop eating for a while. And I
Mm-hmm.
would try different things, try muscle, whatever. Nothing works. A lot of them would die. Some would sometimes survive. What this guy did was he would not feed the fish for like 5 days
Really?
or 3 days. Yeah, like so exact opposite of
Oof.
whatever everybody will tell you. And that's why I'm saying don't do it. But I'm just sharing what he told me.
Yeah.
And then after that, he's like, "Well, the fish was hungry, so then when I gave him something, he went right for it." And I'm always like, I would never do that because I kind of feel like I want to feed him like day one.
Yep.
But maybe there's something to it. I don't know.
Yeah, I always like to have them eating, especially because they're more finicky the first
Oh, I
9 months
know.
or
I
so.
know.
Um,
Very true.
and Manila clams is always like my little secret weapon with them.
Hmm.
Is when they're not eating, Manila clams seem to go for it. Just fresh from the seafood market, throw them in the freezer and pop them
Hmm.
in, and it's worked every time I've tried it.
So walk me through the freezer. Why do you put it in the freezer to kill the bacteria, or
Keep them fresh.
keep
So
them
when you buy them at the
fresh?
seafood market, they're on ice, right? So they're like
Yes.
not fully frozen, but semi-frozen. So I've always bought them in a bag. I throw in the freezer. I just pop one in the tank every like 4 or 5 days. And as they warm up, they open up, and the copper bands just start giving or going for it. And because they got the long beak, they can get in there where other fish can't. So it's like their own little dedicated food
Manila
source.
clam. Okay, I'm doing that tomorrow,
Yeah,
and I will report about my experience because I'm sick of throwing like brine shrimp to this guy, and he will pick up a few, and then the rest of the fish will eat the rest, kind of thing.
yeah.
So
So, but
okay,
yeah, I've done that on a ton over the past for me and friends, and recommend to other people. It's been like
okay,
a good way to like get him eating and get him going and fatten him up.
yep, I agree.
Yep. So it's good. It's good to see. Always learning new stuff. It's good.
That's why we do these things. And how many have we done? And yet every single time there's like a morsel or two of something we learn, or from the viewers.
Yep,
They'll share something, and I'll be like, "Oh, that's cool. I haven't tried that."
exactly. No, it's good. I love copperbrands. Yep, me too. One of my favorite fish. They're just so beautiful. They're such cool fish.
It is.
So, I hate to say this, but every time I look at my thing, and my rocks has been sitting there, just sitting at Calgary for the last like 5 days. I'm like, why is the truck not bringing it here? Just taunting me.
How's your tank progress going?
Waiting on the rock that's just sitting in Calgary for some reasons for the last 5 days.
Is it? It's dry rock though, right?
Yeah,
Okay. Okay. So then
but
it's.
I want to escape it before I put in the sand
I
and the
know. I
water.
know.
So
So
it's
yeah,
not.
for sure.
But
I
yeah,
agree.
but yeah, I just keep looking at the tracking number, being like, why isn't it moving? Just rubbing it in. Tank crash. He stepped away. Well, welcome back, Greenwoods. Hopefully, back in the action.
Yeah. Gonna feed the
Dun-dun-dun.
fish now.
Perfect.
So let's
You know, it's getting late your
let's do a
time,
little
so I
bit
won't
of
keep you too
that.
long. But
No, that's okay. So I'm trying different type of food,
just
but
trying.
right now this is the brine shrimp right here.
Interesting. Yep.
Yeah, this thing is stupid thick, but the nice thing is I can try and break it. Yeah, like this, and then just so you have an idea, this is how big of a chunk I
It's a
will
good size.
throw there.
He goes
That's
through a
a
lot of
very
food in the
good size.
tank.
Yep. And no problem there from that perspective. So let's see if we can fit this
Now, is that
bad
just
boy.
for the frag, your big tank, or is it for all your tanks?
It's gonna be for all three tanks here, but primarily I'm interested in the main tank. So let's have some fun. I'm gonna turn on the feed mode here. So maybe I'll show you guys some fun stuff over here. Look at that. Oh, it's still zoomed out.
Super
Hold
zoomed.
on a second. Yeah, I don't know how. Oh, detector, don't do that. Sorry, I'm just trying to zoom out from the view, and it's kind of not helping, unfortunately. So, unfortunately, that's the case. I'm gonna use it like this. I think you can see it, right?
That flies goes
Yeah.
straight far out of your hand.
Sorry. Oh, can you see it now?
Yeah.
Okay. Look at that, eh? And they're and they are quite hungry always. I
Kind
love
of
it.
fun to basically just hand feed them.
Yeah, it's super rewarding.
That's why people do it. And you're just talking with the copperbands. It's because it's
Yeah,
fun. They eat out of your hands.
it is fun. So what what I don't like is I don't want to open up an app and press the stop button to turn everything off.
Yep.
So I've always wanted like a physical
Yep.
device of some sort. So that's
Do you have
and
one?
you and I talked about it. No, I don't have it.
Oh,
So I still need to figure it out.
yeah. So if you have Home Assistant, you could totally do with Home Assistant to make like one button to feed them all. And I was also bugging Avid Aqua with their new little screen controller to add a
Yeah.
feature so I can make all my tanks go into feed mode at once. That's my other wish list item for them. I'm advocating
Yes.
for it, so hopefully it'll happen. Because I just want one thing I push and all my tanks go to feed mode. I can just walk around and feed the tanks.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
Well, that's good. How is Avid Aqua so far?
it's pretty cool, actually. I really like the little display screen.
Okay, that's good. I gotta try it out one day.
Here, let me find. I need a longer cord for it, and I can show you. But it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I gotta
I need a USB-C cable.
try it out as well.
There's one. Here, plug into battery. Except I tell you what happened the other day though with it. My
What happened?
my return pump died.
Oh,
It had like a stall error or something like that. So I got a new one today, thankfully. So they warranted it for me. First time I ever had one have an issue. But when I was doing that, I had the little Ultra Zero pump with the Python hook as my temporary return pump for the past week.
yep.
And my kid decided to hit the feed mode on here which overflowed my
Oh,
sump because the python hook goes down lower into the
yeah,
tank and it backfed. I was like,
yeah.
so that
Oh, that
happened.
sucks.
So at least the feed mode works on it. But yeah,
Yeah,
there's
no,
those little
I know
screens.
what you mean.
It's pretty cool from that perspective. Like it shows you all your parameters and
Okay.
your calcium, magnesium, pH, salinity, temperature, CO2.
Yeah,
It
that's
gives you all the
helpful.
stuff you care about at a glance. So it's kind of nice to have it sitting on your desk and be able to see all the tank parameters.
Yeah.
So I plan on getting another
I'm
one for each tank, and then it's just like a nice glance. I can check on everything.
a big fan of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, look at that. That's some fun. I can do right there. Oh, I don't think you've had this view yet. So this is top-down view, not zoomed in,
Oh
with
la
the
la.
flow off. Yeah,
Beautiful.
look at that. Yeah, that's how it is.
I like it.
Yeah,
Lots of pretty things.
that's
So
where the
much
magic
pretty.
happens.
I just love the top-down views.
Yep, this is a lot more enjoyable than from the side, and some of the colors that you get are just bonkers.
I know, eh? So what's your favorite coral looking top-down? Which one are you like, yeah, that's the best?
Well,
Like, what's your top
I've
three?
been, I think this guy here, I think it's not Wonderland, I think it's Magic Land or whatever. I got to look up the name, but this is very limited edition coral that's only recently has been kind of hitting the scene. So I've never fragged it. I hope to do that. I think the home wrecker, this is the home wrecker junior, but it's a very rewarding coral. I'm
Mm,
finally starting to get some crazy color on that one, but took a
nice.
while for it to kind of adjust. This is the regular like Wonderland. This is really cool as well. But probably if I were like, oh, this golden one is just insane. Like
That's
just the
cool.
golden color on that one as well. The moonshine is awesome. Just look at the polyps on this guys.
Yeah,
But if you were to ask me, I'm still like I really like Jackpot.
that's nice.
It's insane. The Mystique and the Ultimate Orange Passion I think are really nice.
Do you like Ultimate
Uh,
Orange Passion better than normal Orange Passion?
I don't know. It's no, I think I'll if I were to pick, I'd go with the Ultimate Orange Passion first.
Okay.
But I'd probably have both.
Fair
No,
enough.
I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to limit myself to just one.
You're not limiting. You're just trying to inspire
No,
me here.
so I know, I
I'm
know. So,
debating what I want.
but look at this is where I think maybe like some of the colors on those tenias are just insane. Like
They
up
really
close.
are. Even
Yeah,
like good old forest fire is super bright.
I know.
That's not a.
Yeah,
That's
this
not a.
is.
It's like a total beginner coral. It's one I haven't kept in a bazillion years, and I'm almost tempted again because
Yeah,
it is super duper bright.
yeah. Every time I go to a coral show, this one gets sold out like almost immediately. Like
Mm-hmm.
just people can't walk past it, and they see the red and or orange with the yellow tips,
Yeah,
and just they kind of go, okay, that's done. Like they got it just made.
I might need a chunk of that one. I might try it again just because it's so bright
Yeah, for sure, buddy.
and it's easy. It's a good starter
Well,
one.
let's sort it out. But yeah, this probably would be my absolute favorite, and then I think right here, the JF Jolt is pretty nice now. Like I'm starting to really like some nice tennis up close.
I know. So yeah, I know. It's always the one thing when you're super close, they just look freaking incredible from a distance. You're like,
I
are
know.
they as
So
good?
yes, yeah.
Usually lots of the bar,
Al-
but I love it.
Although you know what, like my Walt Disney now is starting to get those
Yeah, you're getting some more colors.
funky
I like it.
colors. Yeah, that
What's the
over there,
pinky
like
red one in the top right?
this one here,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
this one is Princess Peach.
That's Princess Peach. That's cool too.
Oh
I like
yeah.
that one.
Oh, it is for
Yeah.
sure. So like it's a cool coral. Yeah, you know what? Like everything. This the birthday cake is awesome. Like I've not yet fragged this guy here, but I think this is pretty cool. Yeah, you know what? Like almost everything is
I
pretty
know. You're like, they're
pretty
all
awesome.
nice.
Yeah. I know. I can't say one is better than the other.
Yeah, it's hard.
Slowly but surely.
They're all nice. We all just need bigger tanks for more corals.
I know. Yeah, this is. I couldn't agree more.
Yep.
Yeah, Marvin the Martian. So little things. Marvin the Martian, for example, that's not
That's
a beginner
super
coral
shaggy.
in my opinion.
You
So
don't think
yeah,
so?
it is. No, it's been on and off. Like I mean, sometimes like I'd go more medium on something like that.
Yeah, that's fair.
But yeah, but yeah, this is pretty cool. It's a lot of fun. It's such a fun hobby, and just kind of geeking out with somebody like you about
It's so
this is
addicting, isn't it?
pretty cool. Yeah, that's my little Walt Disney right there, right next to Orange Passion. This is
Yeah.
my like stash. This is my little saving ones.
Your backup stash.
Yeah, it's just because you never know, right?
It's good to have.
Yeah. Well, thanks. And, I'm super excited about this.
Yeah, it looks awesome. So many nice corals.
Yeah.
And
And
you might be able to
I've
get to people on the other side of the imaginary line. So I mean, that's a whole new
well,
market.
we'll see. Yeah, but you know what? Canada is pretty large, and
Yep.
I've shipped now. I think to every single main province out there. So
Nice.
with success. So that's been great. And now I have a section on WYSIWYG, which, like I said, is a pain to kind of find and frag, but like sorry, and take a photo of. But
Yep.
for more higher end stuff, people sometimes want to actually see it unless they actually know me because they know what they're going to be getting.
Mhm.
But every time anybody orders something, before I send it out, you will get a video like this
Really?
of all the corals. Yeah. So like I will never send anything over without a person seeing it.
That's
So,
cool.
people will place an order the same day, next day, I'll put together all the corals aside. So like this is somebody's order.
Mhm.
They'll get a full on video with zoomed in on every coral. And then we work on, okay, which day is good for you to receive it. And, I work with individuals, and on the day when it's shipped, usually they'll get a note the day before when it's shipped, and I'm there to see the whole process. And most of the time it works well, and if it doesn't, then I'll work with the person, and we'll replace the corals that died. Like, yeah.
Yep. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
What
no,
lights do you use? He uses radions and blades.
yeah. Zoom, sorry, slide your thing to the beginning of the video, and then you will see exactly what I'm using. Yeah.
Yeah, the very beginning you talked about it.
Yeah.
Well, so if you're in Canada, you definitely know where to shop for corals because your website's packed full of beautiful things. And so is this video.
Treasure corals right there. So yes,
And
treasurecorals.com
Aquatic Log if you want to try out his
and
app,
aquatic log.
which has lots of cool features now of importing ICP tests and doing all your correction doses for you, which is super awesome.
I really appreciate this as well. Thank you.
Yep, absolutely. All right, well, I think we'll wrap up pretty soon because we're about an hour and a half about. So if there's any last minute questions, now's the time. Had absolutely no dinos in my tank, was dialed in, added fresh sand, boom, plagued. That's a weird one. Yeah, if you have photosynthetic ones, usually UV is like the easiest way to get rid of them. In the past, I've just had like UV just chill on the side of a tank with a pump and just temporarily for a week or two and got rid of them. Or if they're in your sand bed, I've also used the little like the little sand bed sweeper one on dinos to like target treat them. That worked actually fairly well too. So there's options.
And make sure there's enough phosphate and nitrate in the system.
Yes.
Because if it's at 0, then you are not in a good position.
And I also did a stream with CJ's Aquariums a week or two ago, and he had some bacteria-ish or adjacent product that he was talking about that seemed to get rid of his dinos, and a couple other people posted they tried it and worked for them too. So whatever that was called, try that. I forget, but go skip back to that video from like 2 weeks ago. Should you run UV all the time? Personal preference. Some do, some don't. I did for a while, and I didn't use it for ages. I mean, I have one, but it's not hooked up. I kind of personally only do it if there's an issue, but I do run ozone, mainly for water clarity. So
there we go.
Yep, there you go. All right, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. As always, if you did, hit that like button. You're new, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you check out Treasure Girls, Dimitri, and Aquatic Log. And we'll catch you guys on next week's live stream.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Always a pleasure, Devin.
Always a pleasure to have you.